Hi everyone! Yeah, that's not gonna make any sense to you unless you're like me and you love Korean dramas. Today I wanted to do a bit of a springtastic look. So I decided to do something with light green, lavender, pink, a dark green and some brownish pink in the crease. And this is the result. Ooh la la. Yeah, so I hope you guys like it, and the tutorial starts right now. So let's start. You guys have to forgive me because my nail polish just chipped. I'm gonna apply my Too Faced Shadow Insurance first. Just gonna put a dot of that all over my eyelid, from lash to brow and a little bit underneath. Then I'm going to apply a sticky base, and I'm going to use my Gosh waterproof eyeshadow stick. This is like a shade stick. I'm going to use the pink one, which is called Love That Pink. And I'm just going to put that on the eyelid. You want to make sure that this base is applied to just underneath your brow. A sticky base really helps to keep loose eyeshadows in place. Now that I've blended that out, I'm going to take my very first color, and that is Bluebell, and this is a color by Gosh. It's an interesting color because it's a lavender, but it has a very blue undertone to it, so it's a very pretty color. I'm going to put a little bit of that into the lid, and then I'm going to take my 239 and really work it into those bristles. I'm going to place this color on the inner part of the lid. But I'm going to leave that inner corner free because I'm going to put another color there. So I'm just patting that on. And as you can see, that sticky base really helps to minimize fallout. I'm applying this color to about just over halfway of the eyelid. Then I'm going to take my next color, and that is, and I don't know how to pronounce this, Azure, I'm not sure. Also a color by Gosh, an effect powder. Again, putting a bit of that into the lid, or into the cap of the jar. This one doesn't really want to come out. There we go. And I'm using the side of the brush that I didn't use before, because this side has purple, this one has the green. I'm going to place this color on the outer corner, but I'm going to leave a little bit of lid space on that outer corner free of eyeshadow, so I can really darken it up later. So again, pat that color on. And then what you want to do is take a little bit more onto your brush and go from the middle at an angle over that purple. Then I'm going to take a little bit more of the purple color, and I'm going to touch that up a little bit. Flip the brush over again, pat, and that gives a bit of a purpley green on that inner part there. Next color I'm going to use is from my 28 palette, which is here. And I'm going to use a blending brush. Where did I put it? Over there. I'm going to use my Sigma SS224 because this is nice and stiff. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? The color I'm going to use first is, which one did I use? This one right here, and this is a dupe for Expensive Pink. So again, working that into the tips of the bristles. And this is going to be my crease color, so I'm just going to place that, I'm just going to place that into the crease. Again, leave that outer corner free of eyeshadow. You can work that all the way into the inner part of the crease, because it's not really that dark. Then I'm just wiping that brush quickly on a tissue, because I'm going to use another color from that palette, and I'm going to use this one right here. I'm not sure what this is a dupe for. I think MAC grain or something. I'm not sure. And I'm only going to use a little bit of that. And I'm going to put that in the crease as well over that other color. So I'm going to mix those two together, which creates a bit of a browny purple. Purpley pink, brown purple pink-ish color. So then you have that. Then I'm taking this color here. This is a dupe for MAC Vanilla, I think. But you can of course use my all-time favorite blank type as well. I'm just using this because I have the palette handy. And I'm gonna place that as a matte highlight because there's so much like glittery shimmer going on the lid. So I'm gonna put that as my brow highlight, as well as to blend out the edges of my crease color. I'm gonna take my MAC 219 and I'm gonna take a MAC eyeshadow, and this is Plumage, I think it's Plumage, but I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm gonna take Plumage, and I'm just gonna, this is an intense color and it's also a matte 2, whoops, it's also a matte 2 finish, so it has a lot of color, pigment, and it blends really nicely. But that also means you can over apply it very easily. So I'm just putting a little bit of that onto my MAC 219. And this is what I'm going to use to fill in that outer corner. So I'm going to put this on in layers and just keep applying until I'm happy with the way it looks. It may take a while, so I may fast forward this. I'm going to take my 28 palette again and I'm going to go in with that color right there. The one I used in the crease as well. I'm going to apply it one more time. So. Then I'm going to take that dupe for Vanilla again. Blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Then I'm going to see if it's even. Taking my blending brush. Yep, just gonna blend it a little bit more. If you use very light and short strokes, you get a much more diffuse color than when you just go windshield wiper motions. I used to do the windshield wiper motions and it has a tendency to make it muddy. Righto! Inner corner highlight. I'm gonna take a tiny brush. This is my CVS powder everywhere. And I'm gonna use a Pure Luxe eyeshadow. This is called Peekaboo and it's a very cutesy wootsy pink, baby pink. Putting a little bit of that onto the brush. And this is gonna be my inner corner highlight. So you're basically connecting it to where plumage starts. Taking a little bit more, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. I'm going to apply plumage on the outer corner of the lower lash line, connecting it to Peekaboo. Only a tiny bit, because if you use dark green colors on your lower lash line and you have dark circles, then it can make them look bruised. So you want to be careful with that. Next thing that I'm going to do is apply my eyeliner, and of course I'm still using my Wet n Wild cream liner. It's still my favorite. I'm going to make it thicker on the outer corner. That is usually what I like to do. I don't like winged eyeliner on deep set eyes. I think it just looks off. So this is what I do. Thicker on the outer corner and then make it as thin as possible on the inner part. For the waterline, I'm going to use my Gosh Velvet Touch eyeliner in Bananas, and this is a nice golden color. This is a color that only shows up when the light hits your eyes a certain way, so you're not really going to see it, but when you do see it, it's very pretty. I'm going to use my hands are shaking. I'm starting to get dystonia, so I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to use my CoverGirl Lash Blast. And last but not least, I'm going to apply some lashes, and I'm going to use the Ardell Invisiband Babies. These are 3/4 lashes, which makes them really easy to apply. So I'm just gonna do that and then I'll be right back. And that's the look all done. Now I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna show you guys what I used on my lips and my cheeks. On my lips I used NYX Power lipstick, and I put a Dazzle Glass on top in Extra Amps to give it more of a bit of pink sparkly glow, and on my cheeks I used MAC's Koi Girl blush, but I applied it with a stippling brush because it's quite intense. And that's the look. Now I hope you guys liked it and let me know what you think. Bye!